if you've been trying to lose weight and you've been trying everything, you've done keto, you've done counting calories and macros, working out multiple times, well, I want to share with you pretty much the three biggest needle moving activities. These are the only three things that you need to keep track of, to monitor. And these are what actually get you results. These are like the 80%. This is what, everything else is just extra. It's the 20%, it's the icing on the cake. But these are what actually drives results. So the first thing is your diet. Now, we all know, you need to eat a good diet. Abs are made in the kitchen. But when I talk about diet, you want to focus on two main principles. Number one is your protein. So just making sure you're getting in a good amount of protein. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. A lot of people say 1 gram per protein or 1 gram per pound of body weight for protein. That's a good target. I personally have found it to be kind of hard to hit. So honestly, you can shoot for about 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Now, you're not going to lose any muscle if you don't get enough protein in. I used to think that. I used to worry I was going to lose muscle. Your body doesn't want to get rid of muscle because it works so hard to put it on. It's not going to lose it overnight. So making sure you're getting enough protein in. This is not only going to maintain any muscle that you have right now, but it's also going to boost your metabolism and then keep you full. So it has three benefits in one, really. And just making sure you get a good enough amount of protein in. That's really it. And making sure too that you eat real foods alongside with your protein. So if you're just eating protein shakes, you're killing it. Like, you're just killing your metabolism. You're killing your body's natural functions. It needs real food. And that's what's so good about real food is your body uses it better. It doesn't matter how many calories you have. Yes, you want to be in a calorie deficit and you need that to lose weight, but at the same time, you also need real foods. I don't know where this whole idea of like, you can just eat whatever you want if it fits in your macros. I don't know where this came from because it just doesn't work in the long run. You could still have junk food. You could still have alcohol here and there, but most of it, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to have so much more energy eating real foods, and the weight comes off much easier. I've tried counting calories. I've been dialed in with that. I was eating chips because it fit in my macros. But when I started eating real food, the weight comes off effortlessly. I lost 11.2 pounds in 6 weeks, and you can do the same. Just make sure that you're eating real food. So that brings me to my next point, which is your movement. Because at a certain point, once you're counting calories and you're trying to get into a calorie deficit, you can only work out. What am I saying? You can only eat so many calories. Okay, you can only eat like a 1,500, 2,000 calorie diet. And then you're limited on what else you can consume. What if you're still hungry? Well, that's where you want to move. You want to get your movement in. Just making sure that you get steps or stretching or any form of cardio, like pickup basketball, wrestling coaching, tennis, swimming, like anything, really, anything that moves your body. Get 30 minutes of that in per day. And I found walking to be the easiest. It's just so easy. You can do it anywhere. I'm pacing back and forth in my room. You can go outside, put on some headphones. I talked about this in one of my other videos, but walking, it's so underrated. Getting your movement in, this is gonna allow you to boost your metabolism and then allow you to have more wiggle room for eating food. Because if you're just eating food and you're not moving, you don't have as many calories that you're burning, which means you can't eat as much and you don't lose as much fat as fast. So walk every day, or at least 5 days a week. And then the third thing is making sure you get good sleep. Now, sleep is so underrated just because we have screens, we have things that keep us distracted, and we don't get enough sleep. But we actually sleep a third of our lives. And I don't know if you've noticed, but if you ever get bad sleep, you're noticeably hungry the next day. For some reason, you just feel more hungry. You feel more inclined to make bad choices. So if you're getting a good 7 to 9 hours per night, you're going to minimize your cravings by a lot. You're going to have so much more energy to go out and crush the day. You're going to get workouts in. You're going to make sure you get your steps in. And you're not going to fall victim to these cravings. Yeah, and so your body it does its best when it has the right mechanisms in place. When you have your sleep dialed in, when you're getting your steps in, when you're eating a high protein, real food based diet, it just performs its best. And you feel like a peak human. You feel almost superhuman. That's why a lot of people personally get addicted to fitness. Like, it's hard for me to want to go back to my old ways. You know what I mean? And once you start seeing progress, it's going to be hard at first. Don't get me wrong. But man, you can see progress in the first couple weeks. And then you feel that progress and you're like, why was I ever living like that? Why was I eating all that junk food and staying up till 4 a.m. when I could have just been doing this, and now I feel like a god? That's my take on it. So just making sure you're doing these things. These are going to help you so much because they actually move the needle. They actually get you good results, and they come fast. You can transform your life. You can transform your life and your body and your mind. Just a matter of 3 weeks. Yeah. You see results in 3 weeks. Like, it's crazy, man. So that's really all I got for you. Just wanted to share, and see you in the next video. Peace.